All right, we're doing quarters today, guys. A lot of quarters to get through. Got them from the bank, obviously, like I usually do. I'm going to pick up right where I left off here. From yesterday, we were looking at this anime Wong. But before we do that, we're going to have to admire some of these nice coins I found from the last hunt. Here's a bicentennial little drummer boy quarter. That one's in super nice shape. Found some new American women quarters, such as the Ida B. Wells. This nice Idaho quarter. Barely any bag marks on that one. A little ding under his eye, but overall pretty sweet. Found this one a couple nights ago. The hole drilled in it from 1990. A few more newer American women quarters. Here's another Ida B. Wells from 2025, kind of scratched up. So 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt with, I'll call it feather in her cap, going up towards that E. Another 2025 Juliet Gordon Lowe. Pretty nice find. This is just one I haven't seen before, so. And then this one, the Althea Gibson. So pretty nice finds. I had a couple other bicentennials, new quarters, 2009s. Get back into it. Anime Wong. We're looking at her eyeball here. Looking for the teardrop. Looking for a hangnail. Looks like there's a dent in the A there in Anna. Looking for some dye chips on there. Let's keep on trucking. I opened this quarter roll yesterday. There was no silver in it, but we can still hope for any W mints, any double dyes, things like that. 2016. We're going to get some good finds today. I can just feel it. Saturday is always a good day to look at coins. So Alabama, Helen Keller. Lowell. Oh, 2019. Make sure you check all your 2019 and 2020s for the West Point Mint. This one's out of Denver. But that West Point, they're still out there in the wild. You go to the gas station, you get some change. 2019 or 2020 quarter. Always make sure you're not giving away West Point mints, because those ones, 20 to 30 bucks. If you get one in really good condition, can be worth a lot more. And you can find them just about anywhere. Here's a Kansas. We're looking for the In God We Rust. We'll check out this here. Some of them, they have like a grease error on the T. Yeah, it's supposed to say In God We Trust, like this one does. But the error will say In God We Rust. See, my boy, he knows. He knows. Can't argue there. Here's a 1973. I got NGC coins open up to the side here. Nothing on a 73 that we're looking for. 80 Philly. We're checking out both sides. We're just looking for anything that pops out at us. Can be on most any coins. And then for certain years and mint marks, we're looking for double dyes, looking for RPMs, looking for cuds, off centers, and then when we flip them, it looks like we're just going through quick, but we're actually flipping them. And if you flip it, it's supposed to be straight up and down, and you flip it, and it's like this. Dang, good find. Rotated die error. We're just doing a quick check on most of these. Kind Got a Tennessee violin. Also, we're looking for stuff that's in really good condition like this one. This is a bicentennial quarter I found. Not last night, but maybe a few nights ago. This one just has very, very little damage to it. Super nice shape. So always, always, always looking at your coins. If you find one that just stands out to you, hang on to it. Put it in a flip. Get someone to look at it. It'll be worth extra money. 97 Philly. Not a whole lot to check for. And some of these. We got some schmooze on it. New York, New York. Welcome to New York. Vermont 2001. All right, ready to open up another roll here. My fancy coin roll opener. Custom. Looks like we have an American woman ender and another one. Not American woman, but nothing special, it looks like. I'm really hoping one of these rolls, I'm going to open them up, find some silver in it. Haven't had one yet from a bank rolled collection anyway. Here's that first ender, a 74. Nothing here. Unless you find like a clipped planchet or a rotated die air or some sort of die clash or grease strike. Can be pretty sweet. '65 Philly, we're looking for a DDO and a DDR. I have found these in the wild before. We're going to look at all the lettering on the obverse and the reverse. Lots of damage, no doubling. Check out here, lots of damage there. Nothing there. Check the reverse. United States of America. Just looking for something that looks like it's punched twice, basically. A little bit off center from each other. Lots of wear. Check out E pluribus unum and $quarter. That D kind of resembles what we're looking for, but this is just a scratch coming along the D, but it looked kind of similar to that, but it'd be on multiple letters. Machine doubling or just double dies. Maria Tall Chief, we're looking for the nose warts, the drooling George. Nothing there. What is this trash? Ooh, a 2009 Northern Mariana Islands. This probably was my hardest one to find to fill my collection. I am going to hang on to this. 2009s, I hang on to all of them. Mostly just because they're hardest for me to find, and then they got pretty cool designs, if you ask me, so hang on to them. Colorado. Alan spent some time on the ground, a Maryland quarter. Dr. Sally Ride from 2022. Here's a 2020 looking for the W mint. Oh, just a Denver. Oh man, I think those we have something to look at for on. Salt River Bay. We're looking for Phillies. On the Philly, there's a In God We Trust doubled error on the obverse that you can check for. 2018 Voyagers. Looking for a die chip on the bird. Ooh, a Choco Culture. I don't know why these were really hard for me to find, too. Harper's Ferry 2016. We're going to look for some leaky barrels. New York, 2001. Got a sister over in Connecticut. Shout out. Shout out to Connecticut. Montana, 2007. Here's another Eleanor Roosevelt, 2023. We'll check out her hat, see if we can get something off the hat. Nothing. Pictured Rocks, Michigan. They're going to get slammed with some snow here this week. Next couple days are expecting 2 feet of snow, 50-mile-an-hour winds. That's crazy talk. North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, going to get slammed. Chickasaw, 2011. Hey, there's a bicentennial. Love finding these suckers. The Denver variety. I believe we have something here. 76, Denver, DDO. We're going to look at Liberty, In God We Trust, or doubling. This is a pretty good example of not too much damage. Not as good as this one, though. This one is clean. It is behind a plastic flip, but check that out. Check how clean that is compared to that one. That is a nice example of what you should be looking for or pulling. 88 Denver. Got a couple left in this roll. Ending with Anime Wong, 2022. So look at his lip and nose here. Got some damage and some dings, but we're looking for extra metal basically in those areas. And then we're looking for the teardrop, the hangnail, and die chips in her name. M looks like it's got a little bit of damage to it, but nothing too crazy. Fort Moultrie and something a little bit older. A couple of newer quarters in here, you can tell. Got nice shiny rims on them. There's that older one, it's 77. Celia Cruz with some schmooze. Gross. There's an 86 Denver. A little bit off center on this one. You can see the bottom or the right side versus the left side rim. A little bit off center, nothing too crazy. I don't save every coin I have, otherwise I'd never be able to go through new coins. $2019, wish that was a W mint. Just a Philly. They only made $2 million of each design in 2019 and 2020. Arizona, Looking at this cactus bottom here where those initials JFM are. Looking for just a blob of metal. Partially covering or totally covering them. Adds extra value there. These are all things you can find in just pocket change, guys. Gotta be looking at your coins. $20.20 out of Philly. $20.20 out of Philly. Looking for the In God We Trust doubling on the 2020. Salt River Bay. Looking for doubled letters there. Yeah, buddy? Eat your other food first, okay? Then I'll get you more yogurt. Hey, another Al Yunk. This is another I'm going to save. This is also a very difficult one for me to find. The Al Yunk. That's in not too terrible condition. It's got some scratches on it. But just since they were harder for me to find, I will hang on to it. Missouri. There's a shiny one. Celia Cruz. Hey, now. We got to get this under the... Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth there. Is this the infamous Drooling George, baby? That's what we're looking for. See these extra blobs of metal right there in his mouth? The Drooling George. This is what we're always looking for on these things. Finally, I have an example of it. I want to go on eBay and look what these things go for. This is a 2022 Maya Angelou. 2022 Maya Angelou. And I'm going to look in the advanced for sold items. Oh, that's like $1. Julian George, $6 sold, ungraded. $6. All day, $6. That is awesome. Check out his nose. He doesn't really have a nose wart. But that is definitely the Julian George that we're looking for. Sucker's going to go on a flip. Absolutely. See, I told you could find these things. Told you could find them. I gotta put that on my other flip so I remember to flip it. 89 Denver. Let's keep going. Let's find another one. $6 up. If I can get someone to buy it. Awesome. I will take it. '82 and '83, they didn't make any mint sets, so I usually save those. Just because if you find them in really good condition, they can be worth some money. '88. Maybe we'll mix it up. We'll open a penny roll next. Switch gears into pennies. This one spent some time in Mother Earth, Nebraska. South Carolina. And there's the ender, Fort Moultrie. We're going to mix it up. We're going to see if we can't find some pennies. The 2024 ender right there. There's a dark one towards the right here. Looks skinny and dark. It's probably a more modern one. I'm gonna check that one first. And just a memorial. 19 and 94. There's that 2024. And another 2024. Back to back. What is this? What is this music we're listening to here? Just got some random stuff going on. 2021. Gerald, welcome back. We started with quarters. We had a couple rolls of quarters, and then we are switching gears to some pennies, trying to mix it up a little bit. There's definitely copper in these rolls. 85. There's an 84. We're looking for double the ear, beard, tie, date, all kinds of good stuff. Start with the ear there. Give me a second. I gotta pull open my cents. Cents varieties on ngccoin.com. And we're gonna open up the Memorial Reverse 59 to 08 and the Lincoln Bicentennial and Shield Reverse. And we're gonna look for the 84. 84 Philly. We all know the double die obverse, like the doubled ear, and then we can look at In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. Check out his beard real quick. His tie. Never really too sure what to look for there, but I'm hoping it would pop out at me. Look at In God We Trust. It's a pretty clean example of an 84, actually. Look at the date there. We got some lamination bump there coming up to the 9. It's not a double. It's not the double die variety we're looking for, but 2020 Shield. Did you finish your food? Well, you already had 2 things of yogurt, so go finish your food and I'll get some more yogurt, okay? Okay, buddy? Why not? There's an 83. We're going to just chuck this on a scale. Let's see what it weighs. We'll find a copper one. 3.1 grams would be great. This one's 2.5. No, I'm not doing half dollars today. 83 out of Denver. Nothing else. I just weigh all my 83s just because you never know. 89. It was an 88. We look for the reverse of 89. 95 out of Denver. Why is that ringing a bell? 95 Denver DDO FS 103. Looking at In God We Trust, Liberty, date, mint mark. Looking for doubling. Not seeing anything there. 98 Denver. Yeah, switching from quarters to pennies. It really, the size difference is kind of takes just a minute to get used to, for sure. 2003. See if I can't remember these errors offhand. There's a copper. There's a copper for you, Gerald. 1980 Denver.
Yeah, can I get my yogurt?
Yeah. Do you need help? 80 Denver. How come that's ringing a bell now? No, 80 Philly should ring a bell. Not the Denver. 80 Phillies we're looking for different things. Not that one. Just copper. 15 Denver. Sometimes it takes me a minute to switch gears again. 15 Philly it is, not Denver's. Ooh, how's that for some mood music? 2020. 98, we're looking for Phillies. How about a 63? That one's a little bit older. I don't think the 63s have anything now. I take that back. 63 DDO in the 3 of the date, specifically the 3 of the date, and then a D over D RPM. We will look at the back side though too. I always gotta check out both sides. Looking at the 3. Looking at the 3 and then the Denver mint mark. The D over D repunched south of the first impression. That's not the one we're looking for. 2001. Just trying to find some kind of music to listen to. This isn't really my jam, but a 62, getting a little older. Nothing in the 62s unless you collect copper. Enough of that. Enough of that. 72 Denver. This is ringing a bell. 72. There's lots of Phillies to look for. There's 1, 2, 72 Denver DDOs. In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. We'll check all that out. Lots of these on the 2, they look like what I'm looking for. Just a tiny little bit, but that's like the only spot. If we zoom in on this, we can take a little closer peek at it. See the inside lip of the 2? I've seen a lot of them like that. Something a little bit going on there. Probably just damage. And then the edge of the 9 seems a little suspect. But the example photos I'm looking at, you should be able to see like a dent off the 7, like a whole another section of the 7. Same thing on that 2. Along with something like that, you'd see like a little outcropping and then the outline of another 2. Yeah, I've got a ton of copper downstairs, Gerald. I just don't want to hang on to every copper cent I have. They just take up so much room. They're so heavy. So I generally just stop hanging on to them. I still have the ones that I saved previously, but I don't necessarily save all my new stuff right now. Let's set back up here. We'll focus on. There we go. The 2017 out of Philly. You guys keep your 17 Phillies. Here's another copper. This one's in pretty nice scent. Nice scents. It's a nice scent. Nothing on a 77 unless you collect copper. Not a bad example. It's actually fairly clean. I might hang on to that one. Got some bag marks, some scratches. (2008) last year Memorial. Got a lot of junk on it. 2011. Milton, this is a microscope brand. It says right there. No, I'm just kidding. This one is a like alkali, alkali, something like that. Let me look it up real quick. I do have a link. If you head over to my channel, I have a link to this on Amazon. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Let's see, what was it called? I can't pronounce it, so that's why I always gotta look it up. I know a lot of people use Tom Laws and different things. Mine is called, oh, I don't have a name on it anymore. That's weird. It's AIKOKKI or L. Ikoko. Ikoko. It's a 4.3 inch, 1000x digital, 1080p, rechargeable. So you can see it's not plugged in right now. Comes with a couple of side lights on it, which is kind of nice. But I do have a link to this scope on my channel, along with some other things, the cherry pickers guides. I put those up today. Another 83 Denver. We'll weigh that sucker. See if we can find a copper one. This one's not looking too coppery to me. 2.5. 80 Denver. Yep. Absolutely, Milton. If you use my link, it does help the channel. I sure appreciate it. It's free to use, but if you're so inclined, I would be grateful. 16 Denver. There's no, nothing in 16 Denver. I put a lot of time into looking at microscopes. I know there's other people that have their favorites or whatever, but this is the one I came up with, and I've really enjoyed it so far. The charge lasts on it pretty good. Got good zoom. It's a manual focus. So the whole thing goes up and down, and you can focus it, and you can have digital zoom and stuff. So I really enjoy it. What I'm trying to say is I do recommend it. I haven't had any major glitches with it yet. I got some copper in this one. You can see some fat rims. '94 Philly. Looking for the DDR FS 801 and doubled columns. Between these columns on the right, these first two sections, you should be able to see what appears to be another column. 79 Denver. '14. There's a Philly to look for. Nothing in the Denvers. '92, we're looking for the close AM, no matter the mint mark. Oh man, that is in horrible shape. Looking for the A and the M in America would be touching on any 92s. That 2018. Oh man, we have something to look for on that one. No, that's a Philly. We're looking for 2018 Denvers. Another 72 out of Denver. '72 Denver DDO. Looking for doubling. Nothing there.
Oh,
66. 66 Philly. There's a few different things. A double die obverse, double die reverse. Man, those letters are clear. The DDO is, it just doesn't see anything. That's weird. What if we get zoomed in a little bit closer on this? Just look at all the lettering and the date and the Liberty. I'm not seeing any doubling. They look a little bit fat, but nothing doubling wise. 66. Definitely copper. And the DDR. 66 Philly DDR. All reverse lettering portions of the memorial building are doubled. A bold die clash impression is visible within the pillars. Oh yeah, this one. Could be a die clash. Oh, I gotta zoom out just a little bit. So if we're looking at the pillars, 1, 2, 3, fourth pillar from the right through here would be a big crack. I'll focus all the way. Check out 1 cent here at the bottom. Nothing there. Yeah, 72 Philly. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different double die obverses, and I think they just have a little bit of differences between where the doubling might be located at. And then the 72 Denvers also, you can find double die obverses, a couple different iterations of that. 96 Denver. Let's weigh this sucker, the 66. Got my elite scale. Yep, it's 3.1 grams, what it should be. It's copper, through and through. (2023) Philly, we're looking for the extra V, VDBV. So down here at the bottom of the bust, you can see VDB here. Looking for an extra V on that sucker. There we go, now it's clear. VDB, you should have an extra V right about here, if you find it. (2019). Huh, nice, Gerald. 72. Good deal. Okay, 2019 Philly, we're looking for a DDO, but not on a Denver. 87. 87 Denver, we're looking for an RPM. Repunched south of the first impression. And these 87s, I swear, every single Denver mint mark on an 87 is crooked. I saved like 3 or 4 of them from the last penny roll hunt I did. It was wild. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday. This is not the RPM. We'd see little stuff above it. 74, another copper. 83, we're gonna weigh this sucker. Chucker on the scale, just a 2.5. What is that? Can't make up my mind which side I want to look at. Seems like got something going on with it. It's like polished up the middle. What year is that? That's 71 Denver. It's like polished up right up the middle for some reason. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 71 out of Denver. A lot of Philly stuff to look for. Nothing on Denver. Looks pretty worn though. That's for darn sure. It's got that weird thing going on in the middle. Almost makes the coin look bent or something. Put the side light on it.
Turtle Ninja.
Lego Turtle Ninja.
Yeah, it's a Lego thing.
That's crazy. I don't know what to make of that. Moving on. 2020 Shield. I'm hoping for a weedy coming up. That's what I'm hoping for. A little bit off center. You can see the left rim is a little fatter than the right side. Not crazy enough for me to want to hang on to, but just small things you notice after a time. '96 out of Denver. Like Phillies were looking for the DDO. '87 looking for the RPM on that Denver. See, I swear, all these mint marks are crooked on the '87s. I think it's repunched south. So we'd see some extra stuff in the top of the Denver mint mark. You can see the lamination coming up to the letters. This is not doubling. I don't know if they consider that machine doubling, but I see this all the time. It's just where like the lamination curves up to the letter, makes it look like it's some sort of doubling. This is 82 large date Denver. Not terrible condition. 98, we're looking for Phillies, not Denver's. Get out of here. 2011. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. That's what I'm saying. Let's find some Wheaties. We started with quarters. We switched over to pennies. Yeah. 1992. What are we looking for in 92, buddy? A close AM. Doesn't matter if it's a Philly or a Denver. Look at the A and the M in America. You want to find where those letters are touching. Unfortunately, they are not touching. What about 95 Denver DDO FS 103? On the DDO FS 103, 95 Denver, looking at doubling in God We Trust, Liberty, date, mint mark, all of the letters and numbers. Yeah, buddy? Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln? Hoover? Hooverin? Interesting. 67, got a little chip on his shoulder there. A little damage. 83, we're going to weigh it. Gerald, are any coins 3.5 grams in weight? Do you weigh all your coins? I only weigh a few of them. Should be 3.1. 82 out of Denver. Large date. Got a few left in this roll. 78 in Denver with some thumbprints. I'm not sure if those are my thumbprints or not. 74. That one should be copper too. 3.1 grams. Indeed it is. '67 copper. 16 Denver. These always get me. It's probably a Philly. 16. Oh, there's not any 16s. Never mind. Told you that always get me. 19. We're looking for Phillies. There's a shiny one. 2024. Second to last year. Lincoln Cent. Last one's 2000 Denver. Bust open another roll here. I've found a few different pennies. I wish I have a couple of them. Found one with a lamination error on it. It's really cool. Like delaminated almost. I'll have to find that one. Looks like some possibly copper, 1980 something. 1970 something. Oh, come on, Peter. Do your trick. Do your job. Got some copper, got some new. Hopefully there's a weedy in here. That'd be awesome. Need to get this computer plugged in. It's gonna die on me. We don't want that to happen. We want it to keep going.
Let's get two of those ones.
To what? Starting off, 79 Denver. Hey, there's an old one, the oldest one of the day so far, a 59 out of Denver. It is not a wheat, but I do like the look of it. 59. There's all kinds of RPMs to look for on this 59. I'm gonna pull up the website here. You kind of have to look at a few of these because sometimes the mint marks are way off base. So, oh, we're looking at RPM. Sorry. Let's check if there's any DDOs. No, just mint mark stuff. We're gonna zoom in on this guy just a little bit. Check out this mint mark. So it could be repunched east or west. Be repunched slightly west. Can be clockwise to the first impression. And the mint mark will be leaning like a little bit left overall. Repunch slightly counterclockwise to the first impression. Doubling visible at the serifs. Repunch 3 times. It's like they're just not getting it. Repunched north. Horizontal. The horizontal one. All kinds of RPMs on that. (2018) Philly. Yeah, these 59 Denvers, man. There's all kinds of RPMs. You gotta check out that mint mark pretty closely. 2018, we're looking for Denvers, not the Phillies. '78. Copper for sure. 74 looks kind of strange. I'm just going to zoom out for a little more of an overview of this one. Lincoln looks really weird. He looks like a super old man. I want to compare that to see, this one's a 74. We have like lamination stuff going on all over the place. The 1.9 look really weak. The 7.4 look really bold. Check out his cheek in this one. And look at this one. I guess it's kind of the same. It just looks so different. He's like missing his mustache or something. He doesn't really have a mustache, just a beard. You know why? That one looks so weird. His coat, chest of his coat. Got a lot of good hair detail. The date just looks goofy. Just look at this one and just like, something's off about it. It's like really weak on the face, his neck. Maybe just extra lamination. It's got a little bit of extra rim on it too. I'll hang on to it. Look into it a little bit more possibly. 19 Denver. 18 Denver looking for the DDO. This one's also a doubled ear. Look for a little extra chip off the bottom of his ear. 14 looking for Phillies. $77. Oh, there's a little bit older. 61. 61 Denver. We're looking for RPMs. There's a D over horizontal D, D over D, D over D. Check out that mint mark. $61 Denver, D over horizontal D, and then an RPM. First punch leaning sharply left. We're gonna have to take a little closer look to that. Not seeing it there. $81 Philly. Nothing on 81. Should be copper though. Let's weigh it and see what happens. Yep, 3.1. Didn't expect anything else. 2021 Shield. 82 large date out of Denver. $2,005. Getting to the end of this roll here. 2015 looking for a DDO. 2015 Philly, Liberty, Date, and In God We Trust. Eye looks a little goofy on that one. Nothing really. 86, getting towards the end of this roll here. 81 Denver. I don't think we have any 81s. Nope, I think I just looked that up like a second ago too. 88, looking for reverse of 89. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything. I'm on a schmooze on here. Oh yeah, no. Can't see anything there. There's the 89 reverse we're looking for though. $99, wish you were a Philly. 99. 15D, looking for Phillies. Nothing on 12. 83, can we find a copper 83? That's what I want to know. The last one that was found by a 14-year-old in Kentucky, I think it went for $6,600. $6,800 maybe. Mine was not copper. There's an 84 looking for a double date. Thickness in the date. Extra thickness in the date. That D looks a little wonky. Just a little damage on it. Looks like it's crooked, but the main portion of it is not. No Wheaties in these rolls. Not today. Some of the stuff I found previous. Some of these bad boys. A 49 out of San Francisco. Beautiful wheat scent reverse. That was one of my finds. Here's another one. The oldest wheat scent I've found in bankrolled coins. Just proving to you guys, you can find these in the wild. 1919, Philadelphia. This thing is flat. Thing was spent on a loaf of bread or two. And this beautiful 57. Almost the last year wheat scent. Not quite. Some of the other finds I've had in the scent varieties. This is just a really beautiful looking coin. 74 Denver. Barely any scratches on it. It's not a proof or anything, but find something like this. I think this one might have got burned. 2005 out of Denver. Just got some cool toning to it. Definitely damaged. This just has a strange color to it. No Indian scent. I've only ever found one Indian scent, especially in bankrolled stuff. Here's a little bit off center 95 Denver. The rim on the right side is virtually non-existent. So I decided to hang on to that one. This one's also off center. Just enough maybe that I'll keep it. 69 Denver. The Noah Week FG. Check that in under the scope here. See, the FG is super weak on that one. You can look for floating roofs on these as well. 2003, I think I saved this one because the bottom right seemed like it had like a grease error on it possibly. Just the 3 is halfway there. Could have been worn off. Same thing with the Denver. mint mark. It's just kind of unique. Another 69 Denver, weak or no FG. Very, very weak. This one had no float, or it had the total roof on it. 87 Denver, crooked mint mark. I don't know why. If you look at 87 Denvers, it seems like every single 87 Denver has a crooked mint mark on it. Like if I line up the top of the date with the top of the scope, you can just see how crooked that sucker is. And this 84. I don't know if I saved it for a lamination thing or looks like it has some lamination damage on it for sure. Found some 2025s the other day as well. I always like finding 2025 pennies. Like this bad boy. Here's another example of the 87 crooked mint mark. It's visually crooked. I don't know why. And we have this one, 56 Denver Wheatie. Uh, 71. Well, this one was from today. Just looks weird. It's like smoothed out, like the dye was wearing out and it didn't quite punch all the details correctly. Or it's just worn. I'm not quite sure. 57 Philly Wheatie. All I could find in this box so far. I will keep searching, but for now, folks, we'll call it there. I'll try to get back on later today if I got some time. So thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good day.